Mike Hirst. Hi, Mike.
Bart,
Good to see you.
happy 24th.
Well, thank you very much.
You do a tremendous asset to the community and do a heck of a job here. And we can't tell you how much we appreciate what you do.
Well, thanks. We appreciate that. And the community appreciates, well, all that you've done, really. When you look at how many lives you've impacted, you've saved lives, no question, and you know that. And now with Andy's Place expanding, even more lives will be impacted.
Absolutely. We're really excited about this. This phase 2 of this project will be 2 separate buildings that look really similar to the building in the back, the family building. They will, there'll be 11 2-bedroom apartments, and then there'll be 15 single-bedroom apartments in the other building, and you won't have to be in the drug court to get in as you do now. I lobbied all along for the last 4 or 5 years that, hey, let's try to catch these people before they get in the system, before they get that big felony behind their name, and now they have trouble with employment the rest of their life. Let's get to them first before that record starts and see what we can do there.
You had a really cool thing that happened last week. We're going to take a look in just a second of a couple of highlights from the groundbreaking. But we noticed one of the graduates of Andy's Place was one of the speakers, reluctantly. James, right?
Yeah, James.
James. He's gone on to start his own business.
He's did a fantastic job. He was one of the leaders over at Andy's Place as soon as he got there. I could tell he was a very motivated person, so I helped him along with that process. And after 2 years of living at Andy's Place, he bought his. He couldn't get a house, but he could get a trailer. So he bought his trailer. He moved his family in a nice trailer, and then he wanted to start a business. And I went to Southern Michigan Bank, talked to John Waldron over there. Said, John, this is what we're trying to do with this young man. And he says, boy, he doesn't qualify for any loans, Mike. His credit score. I said, exactly. That's why I'm talking to you, John. So anyway, that's a real barrier to somebody when they've lost everything and they're starting all over again. How do they establish credit? And they want to start a business, but you need some money to do that. So we helped him out. The bank, Southern Michigan Bank, helped him out. John says, hey, we got it all set. You don't need to know the details, Mike. Come on down here with him. I said, okay, great. So got him that loan, and Andy's Angels could have just got him the lawnmower, and that wasn't but the point is we're trying to rebuild somebody's lives, and you got to have credit out there. And so now he's going to establish credit. So now he'll be able to get that line of credit when he needs it, when he's in business and he's cash short because somebody didn't pay you.
You don't think about that. I mean, it's like even to get an apartment, you got to go through a credit background.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Southern Michigan Bank came through. He's got his lawnmower. We helped him out with the trailer. He's so busy he can't stand it right now, to tell you the truth. And he's still doing his recovery coaching, and everybody tells him you got to find some balance in between the. You got your business you're running, you got your coaching you're doing for Home and New Vision, and you got your family. And, you got to split that time up.
Yeah, he's very impressive, and I remember during the time he was a resident of Andy's Place, he was running fundraising, he was doing car washes, he was organizing social activities among the residents. He's like the poster boy for the success of Andy's Place.
Right, he's a great example for other people to look up to. You can't go through life doing the minimum, and James doesn't do the minimum, he does the maximum. He does more than he's asked to do, and that's why he gains the attention, and that's why people come to his aid.
Yeah.
Here's a person that's motivated. He was down on the ground, completely out of everything, lost every cent he ever had, nowhere to live, and he's got a family, and he doesn't know what to do, and he moved into Andy's Place, and that's a heck of a success story, that's for sure.
Way to go, James. All right, so this is pretty revolutionary, that this is being built for people who are not coming out of a drug court.
Right.
It's before, in many cases, they hit the rock bottom.
Yeah.
How does someone get in? We all.
So you're suffering from substance use dependency. First, we got to find you somewhere to get some treatment. If you're really serious about it, you got to find a treatment spot, which anybody can get now. Medicaid pays for most of it. So you get yourself in a program. You start working that program. You tell them in the beginning, this is my goal. This is my game plan. Stop living just week to week. We're talking about the next rest of your life. So you got to tell them your game plan, and they're going to refer you if you're doing everything they ask you to do. If you're really towing the line, they're going to refer you to Andy's place, and then we're going to take a look at your application and say, hey, this is exactly the person we want. And you know, we're trying to get people over there that are all of the same-minded people that are serious about getting better in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So how do you know when you're serious? You know, it's because people might say, you know, maybe if I could just back off a little bit, cut my, you know, the number of pills I'm taking, or just,
that's impossible.
It can't be done.
No. No, that doesn't work. And you just got to take a whole new outlook on life and say, you know, this is what I always wanted to be, and look what I am today. Mm-hmm. And analyze that a little bit and think, what are the steps? How can I get to where I want to be? Oh my God, I'm 30 years old. I can never regain those 12, 15 years I lost. Yes, you can. You know, a lot of people start after 30s. I didn't open a business till I was 36. So
and you can't do it by yourself. The recovery.
No, you need a lot of support. You need family support. You need group support. You need people within this community that have zero to do with rehabilitation, you know, but they're business owners. They supply jobs. We need all those people to pitch in a little bit, and we have a lot more. We have a lot of saves. There's no question about it. We have a lot more saves.
And it takes something. It takes risk for an employer to hire an addict, because addicts have a history of lying, stealing, and worse.
Yeah, that is all when they're sick.
When they're sick,
they're doing all those things. Absolutely. So you gotta kind of not look at that part of them. Let's take a look at how he got into this, or him or her, whatever it may be, how they got into it. What did they do since they got into it? What have they done to rebuild their lives? Have they tried to stop several times? Have they never tried to stop? I mean, what's been this process? If I see somebody that's really, man, they're trying everything in the world. This isn't easy to do. This isn't something you just, today I'm going to quit using drugs, and that's going to be it for the rest of my life. That just doesn't happen. Your brain doesn't work that way. So, you know, you really got to, I mean, you got to push the envelope if you're the patient, decided this is really what I want to do. I'm going to have to make some sacrifices in life, and some of those sacrifices are going to be, I got to change friends. I can't hang around. I know I've hung around him since I was 5 years old, but I can't do that anymore, and that's tough for people to do.
Yeah, if anyone's tried to quit smoking or alcohol, opioids are 100 times more.
Oh, yeah, at least, yeah, for sure. So
now, the governor, lieutenant governor came down. A lot of politicians, a lot of guests at the groundbreaking. By the way, the groundbreaking, it's on our website. You can watch it. But what does that mean? Why is the governor got an interest in Andy's place? Well,
you know, it's the first of its kind in the country, and it also won the top award for the best affordable housing project in the country. And these people have set their neck out a little bit to get me this far. And you know, as Mike Shirkey said to me one time, Mike, I'll stick my neck out as far as you want me to. Just don't let it get chopped off. I said, okay, that's what we'll do. And so they've got a lot of vested interest in this. You know, everybody in the world is looking for how do we get people better. We look at recovery rates, and they're dismal. I mean, if you look across the country, you're looking at 10% recovery rate. I mean, that's horrible. So whenever a project like this, an idea like this comes into play, you're going to have, if you got good government going on, you're going to have both sides involved in it. And instead of getting in your way, they're getting out of your way. Getting you out of the way and make it happen for you. And this whole project, for me, since the inception, we've gone through 2 governors from 2 different political parties. We've got 2 different presidents. You know, been through a couple of elections, and you know, we've never skipped a beat. We've always had this. There's been no politics involved in this project whatsoever. It's just people in government, people in the private sector, and just great Americans all over coming together to say, hey, let's do something about this problem.
Well, good job. Congratulations on the success, and keep up the great work.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't stop for a second.
Thanks for coming in.
All right. Thanks, Bart.
Founder of Andy's Place, Andy's Angels, and now Andy's Place 2, Mike Hirst. We're celebrating